this is Ashi from Crafting with Ashi, and welcome to this video. This is the card we're making today. Really simple, bright, sunshine birthday card. So we're going to start with some stamping, and we're actually going to be stamping for once on pattern paper. And this is the Pineapple Punch. It's one of the ink colours that's retiring now, beginning of June. You won't be able to buy this colour after the 2nd of June, so if you like this colour, you need to buy everything you want in it now, like the ink pads, markers, etc. I'm using the family stack of the ink colour designer series paper, and I've got the gingham side here. And the stamp set I'm using is this one called Everything Amazing, and we're starting off using this big amazing stamp here. Okay, and we're going to be stamping in Memento because it's one of my favourite black inks. I'm just going to get this really nicely inked up. I'm doing really good inking, mainly because my pad's not that juicy, but with a Stamparatus it's not such a problem because you can always re-stamp. Okay, so I am going to have another go, but as I said, my ink pad is not that juicy. It won't stamp jet black because it's not meant to, so don't be upset if yours doesn't stamp jet black all over. It's not going to stamp like that. I'll show you what I did to make it look like that. Okay, that is how it is going to stamp. Okay, just like that. So don't be afraid if it doesn't come out jet black. It's not meant to. So I'm just going to clean up my stamp because I need to take it out of my Stamparatus. And you can see it's been well loved. A sign of good quality photopolymer stamp is that it does stain, but it stamps perfectly well, as you just saw now. So now I'm going to bring in our words, and I'm going to have wishing you, and I'm going to put them in these little gaps here. And wish you an amazing birthday. And if it is your birthday today, happy birthday. Let me know in the comments and I can send you out a birthday card. So let me know. I think it's especially difficult for people being at home, being stuck at home rather, on their birthday. It'd be different if it was your choice, but not having the freedom to make that choice, I think, is what gets most of us. Because we're so used to our freedoms, and for it to be taken away totally correctly, we have to stay indoors. I mean, I'm not saying we can't, you know, that we can go out, and except for, you know, getting food and medicines, and, you know, key workers having to go to work, but no one will deny it's been an adjustment, and it's not one that none of us have really enjoyed. Okay, so there we go. That is our stamp set. And we've stamped our image, so I'm just going to put my Stamparatus away now. Whoops. Okay, and bring this back. Now, I'm going to leave it like this time, and you can tell me which card you like. Whether you like it like that, or whether you like it with the jet black. It's up to you. To do the jet black, what I used was my black Stampin' Write marker. I was patient, and I went around all of the black on here and coloured it in, and for the tiny areas I used our journaling pens, which are these two here, and they come in 2 different nibs, and I used that as well to colour in the writing and everything. And as you can see here, I went around everything. It took a little bit of time, but I felt it was worth it. But you can tell me whether you think it's worth it or not. I'm just going to leave it like this, and it'll be up to you to tell me which one you like the best. So we're going to cut this out with our dies, and we're going to be using here the rectangle stitch dies, and these are they. And as you can see, we have every die in and out of the book here. And let's see which one we used before. We used this one, so it was the third from the largest. Okay, so I'm just going to get some post-it note tape to hold my die in place while I put it through in my Big Shot, because I don't want it moving. So just going to position the die where I think we want it. That should do. And then I'm just going to put a bit of tape top and bottom here, and the tape won't damage the paper. I'm just going to put that through the Big Shot and I'll be back. Okay, so I've put that through the Big Shot, so let's start assembling. My card base is also Pineapple Punch, so this is a standard A6 card base. So that's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. And then what I've done is I have a piece here of Whisper White measuring 14.35 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and I've just put that through an embossing folder. And this one is called Bricks and Mortar, and it's one of our 3D embossing folders, and it just gives this texture. I think you can sort of see in the camera there. And I'm just going to stick this down now to our base, and this just gives a little bit of interest in the background. I've got so many embossing folders because I've always loved embossing folders and dry embossing, but I just don't seem to have used them a lot recently, so I've tried to use them in the last couple of projects, as you'll see. I think they're so much fun and so easy to use. Okay, so we've stuck that down, so now we've got our sentiment, and I'm going to pop this up using a ton of dimensionals. I always do this just to check I've got all my backs off, because I can't tell. And then I'm just going to stick it here in the centre, like that. And then we're going to do some finishing touches. And I've got here the Happiness Blooms enamel dots. And we're going to use these big ones here of the Pineapple Punch, because these match the current in colours that are retiring in a few weeks time now. Retiring list should come out in a week's time, so you know, and then things will start to be on a what are the words I'm looking for? You know, will be as available while supplies last. That's the words I was looking for. So if you want something from the catalogue, don't wait to see in case it does retire or doesn't retire. Get it now. Otherwise you might miss out, and I wouldn't want that to happen for you. I wouldn't want you to lose out on such beautiful products. Okay, so there we go. I've put dots everywhere just to give it a little bit of bling, bring it up. So there we have the two cards. That's the one I just made, that's the one I made before. Which do you like better, A or B? A or B? Personally, I like B better. I like the bold and the bright and, you know, the boom, you know. But, you know, it's up to you. What do you like better? Let me know. I'd love to know in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed the project, and thank you for watching. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up and let YouTube know. And don't forget to subscribe to future videos. If you want information about this project, the supply list, etc., it'll be on the blog post on my website, and the links to that and all my social media links are in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!